Hello and welcome. My name is Ashlynn Gallagher, and you are listening to my very first podcast of Valid Point. Today, I am sitting with Megan Reynolds. Megan.
Hi.
Hi, and it is the month of October, so we're getting very spooky and talking about the afterlife.
I'm very excited.
Oh, so am I. I've told everybody about this, everyone from my friends to my mailman, and they all give me the same look when I mention the afterlife. They give me that look like, wow, you're dark, like this girl. And then others are like, that's so cool, I can't wait to listen to it. So I hope that when we're done, you will also think that I am very cool and you like listening to it. So let's jump right in. Ghosts, yes or no?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. Can you elaborate on that? Why do you think yes?
I've had some experiences that I consider, to be paranormal. And then it's also, I think part of it is definitely, for me, it's art imitates life, and there's so much media and, videos and pictures and old artwork of ghosts that I think it's something that's been around for so long that I don't think we can deny it.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I feel that people who don't believe in ghosts, nothing against them. We all have our own opinions. I respect that, but you're in denial. Or maybe you just haven't experienced a ghostly encounter. That's usually what the situation is. A lot of people, I'm very big in I'll believe it when I see it. I only believe in ghosts because I've seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I feel like at this point, how are so many people going to make it up? So you did tell me that you had a ghostly encounter when you were younger. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Okay. My grandpa, I was a baby, but my mom said I was his favorite. I can't tell you the accuracy on that.
I'm really,
there's a lot of grandkids.
If your cousins listen to this, I'm sorry.
But he died when I was 2 years old, and my mom said it was a while after that she saw me walking around in the backyard, and she was like, "Megan, what were you doing out there?" And I told her I was on a walk with my grandpa. And so I consider that kind of my first paranormal experience.
I have had not my fair share of ghost encounters, but some spooky stories. I remember the most significant one. I tell everybody I meet this. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. I'll be like, I met a ghost once. I was younger. I was probably about 4th grade, and I had a few friends over, and they saw something in my upstairs bedroom window. They were convinced. And I was like, listen, there's nobody up there. There's no way. There was a physical desk pushed against my window. Nobody could stand there. It blocks the window. So no, I'm telling you, there's somebody up there. I had to go inside and get my mom. She had to come out and tell them there's nobody up there. They were still convinced. They saw somebody looking down at us. They were freaking out. They wanted to go home. My mom said, okay, I'll take you inside, bring you up to a room, and show you nobody's there. So they're like, okay, let's go. So as we're walking inside, we smell smoke. That's weird. We called the fire department. They got there. They busted down the wall in my kitchen. If we waited another hour, the entire kitchen would have blew up from an electrical, a cut electrical wire. Terrifying. So as we're waiting, sitting in my driveway, the friend looks down the driveway and he said he saw somebody. He described what he looked like, had a pair of slacks on, a little cabbie hat, like a golf hat that golfers wear.
Yeah.
My mom goes inside and brings out a picture. He said, that's the guy. It was my uncle. He gave us the house that we moved into. He gave it to us when he passed away. So we like to think that he was warning us, because if that didn't happen, we might have just went to bed. House would have blown up. Wouldn't have been recording this podcast today. So thank you, Uncle Bendy.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
That's my ghostly encounter. I hope. Did you get chills?
Yeah. It's scary that that's what happened, but it's also I'm grateful.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's it could be worse.
Yeah.
I could be in those movies, Paranormal Activity, getting dragged down the floor.
Yeah.
But no, my life was saved. But ever since then, like you said, it was an early on time in your life. So ever since then, you kind of just knew. You didn't question it.
Yeah.
Nope. I think there's lots of different types of ghost encounters. Like we said, I don't think everybody comes back as a ghost.
Yeah.
It's usually a tragic case, someone who refuses to believe that they have passed on, and they need that help to kind of get to the other side. So then when you talk about ghosts, there's also the other side of the afterlife, which is reincarnation. I'm a big fan of reincarnation. What's your opinion on this?
I like it as well. I think it's very interesting. I like the idea of reincarnation.
We love that, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to think about. It's also kind of fun, just in a more casual sense, to just sit around and be like, oh, what are you going to be reincarnated as? Oh, I'm going to come back as this. But it's also I don't know, it's just very comforting But it's also like it typically in like Buddhist religions, it gives them a reason to act a certain way because it's like part of their belief is that there's a way out of the cycle, and you have to like be a Buddha. You have to achieve some sort of transcendence or like enlightenment to get to that point. So they want to act better in order to get out of the cycle, or go to their like heaven or whatever. And I think that's I don't know. It's very interesting to me to hear about.
Yeah, no, I always did find that interesting. In Buddhism, I'm a very big believer in karma. Like, I feel like if I even lie to somebody, then in a few weeks, something bad is going to happen to me. Whether it be big or small, it's just, that's my karma. And they are very big into karma. So I find it interesting. They believe if you were a terrible person, then you're going to come back as like a bug, a cockroach, which is cool. I like to believe in it because then I like to think, oh, not everything works out for me, and there's people that don't deserve this, but they're getting it, but it'll all work out in the end. And like you said, it's nice to have people work towards something, their absolute best self, and like transcend into where they need to be. It's also cool to think that our soul has been around for a very long time and has been to many different places.
That's actually there's a theory on like deja vu, I think, where it's like I don't remember exactly what it was. Do you know it?
I don't. I love deja vu. It happens to me so much.
But it was something about like it happened to you in a past life.
Well, yeah,
and
they
you, like,
say
suddenly remember.
I have a different interpretation of deja vu. It's a little weird. I saw it in a show as when I was a kid, and I'm easily influenced. Somewhere out there was a wizard who had to fix something and go back in time to fix it. So when they went back in time to fix their mistake, we all just repeated what we did and got deja vu again. So I like to think that's deja vu. So I'm like, oh, well, I messed up and it had to be fixed. I also did read a study that deja vu is actually just, for some reason at that point, there was some kind of chemical released in your brain, and that chemical makes you feel deja vu, and that's all it is. I'm not a medical professional, guys. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on any of this. This is just how I feel. So I think our overall opinion at the end of this is ghosts are real.
Absolutely, yeah.
Reincarnation is cool.
Yep.
We love that. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I would love to come back as a ghost. I tell people when they make me mad, I'm going to haunt you. Like,
I would love to haunt people.
I won't. I would have the best time in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Like Beetlejuice, that would be me.
That is my favorite movie.
I know it is. I would haunt people so it would be the dumbest haunts. Like, I would think it was hilarious. I'd pull the chair out when they go to sit down. It wouldn't be anything like scary.
Yeah.
I'm not an evil person per se.
Yeah. They just put on a show you don't like, you just keep turning the TV off.
Right? Yeah. No, it would be the dumbest stuff, and I think it's funny, and I just picture me and all my ghost friends being like, "Watch this." I think we were weird and dark enough for today. So thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Valid Point. I look forward to talking to you all next time, where we will discuss beauty standards and do attractive people have it easier. We'll make some good valid points on that one. So thank you to everyone. I hope you have a great day or night, and we'll see you soon.